Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Midday Market Update. My name is Glenn. I'll be your host for about the next hour or so. Huh? My name is Glenn. What did I just say? You didn't need to help me with the... By the way, in the background, that's Joey. He's my producer. Sometimes he's a pain, but he's my producer. Sorry for the way I sound. A little head stuff. On top of losing my voice at the rodeo. Bill asked, how was my trip? The trip to Texas was amazing. By the way, if you can hear me loud and clear, let me know in the chat, letting me know that I am coming across loud and clear. So it was an amazing trip. We're going back again next year. We're definitely going back again next year. Dallas showed up and showed out. They did. They really did. I got to meet a lot of people whose names I've seen in the chat that I was now able to put a face behind. So, man, it's like nobody here. Just Bill, is this just going to be a one-on-one with you today, Bill? Might be. Might just be. Oh, there it is. It just hit on my iPad. I just heard it hit on the iPad. So, sorry about that. But you guys got to chat in. Let me know that you hear me. This is the Monday. Stop having a case of the Mondays. Chat. Y'all need to chat in. Bill is not the only one that's here. All right. So, again, Dallas was a really, really good trip. A bigger than expected room. We had a room that could fit about 300 people. They had desks. It was a nice setup. It was like a setup as a theater. It was like a theater setup. It was really, really, really interesting. But it was good. All right, so now I see the names coming in. There you go. See you in Tampa, Glenn. Yes, Marty. The next trip we have is in Tampa. If you missed this last trip to Dallas live, if you can go to Tampa, you need to do it. You need to do it. I'm a real cowboy now. Yep, I'm a real cowboy now. I was in Dallas in my boots, in my hat, in my bolo. I'm a real cowboy now. Yeah. I claim it. I'm a real cowboy now. I really, really, really am. So, as I mentioned, after the seminar, Ray and I and Mark all went to rodeo. We went to the Stockyards Rodeo in Fort Worth. That was an amazing adventure. It really was. What's going on with the Mag 7 lately? The cringe guy, they're getting killed. I'm going to show a portfolio of those. They're getting killed. Tech is getting beaten to the depths right now. I think money, as I showed in my last live stream, was on Thursday. Money is going into steel and into mining. That's where right now the markets are rotating, and they're rotating out of tech. All right, so that's what's going on with the Mag 7 right now, cringe. But I am going to show a portfolio that I've got set up for those stocks. All right, so, excuse me. Oh, wow. Chihoki, hopefully I said that right, says I'm a cowboy too. Yeah, money moving out of banks. I didn't remember Akshaya, who I met in Texas. Remember Akshaya? I said that money wasn't moving to the banks. I still don't think that they're moving. They're not. I don't think that they're still moving to the banks yet. All right, the last time I checked it, and I did it live for you, Akshaya. The last time I checked it, money was not moving to the banks. I showed you exactly where the money was rotating and moving to. I will keep my eye on KRE, but I could not see by way of VectorVest that money is moving to. I'm not checking now. No. Actually, even though we met, you don't dictate. You know that. You know that. I will take a look at it, but you know not to try to make me do that. You know that. I got a flow here, and you might be up 20% in the last 3 days. That's great. We'll look at it. We'll definitely look at it. All right, first thing I want to talk about is what the market's doing. A lot of green, a lot of yellow. Could the market be slowing down? We got a down day today. All right, we got a down day today. Does that mean you panic? No. If anything, especially about the question about the Mag 7, if you're in Mag 7 stocks and you're feeling nervous about it, either take them off the table or take half off the table. But I've got a portfolio that I set up with the Mag 7 stocks, and we'll take a look at it. What's up, Jerry? What's up? So I will take care. Popping in to say hello and give a like. Thank you, Janice. Like in the retirement class with Jim. Got you. And you will watch later today. I appreciate that, Janice. But thank you for sending the like our way. Biomia Fusion. Can you look at this stock? I need a ticker symbol, Chihoke, but I won't look at it right now. You're going to have an opportunity to look at stocks. All right? Put me a ticker symbol in there. I'll write it down. I'm hoping to own Google again, but I need time. It's right. I'm with you, Ultra Magnus. And a lot of the Mag 7 stocks, a lot of the tech stocks that I still like, again, the market's rotating. It's rotating, as we looked at recently, to steel and mining for the most part. If you're going to concentrate on new positions, that's where I would look. And even with the mining, I'm not even sure it's fully mining gold, silver yet. I'm still almost, thank you for that. I'm going to call you Chi. All right, BMEA. I'll keep my eye on that. I'm not, even when I was looking at the gold stocks, I wasn't fully on board with it yet because the Huey hadn't given me a full signal. All right, it gave me an early signal, but it hadn't given me a full signal on being bullish on the Huey just quite yet. So I do have a portfolio with gold stocks. They're taking a hit right now. I got some portfolios that we're going to look at today, just so that you guys can keep your eyes on a lot of the things that we talk about. Any deals for VectorVest subscription? In Texas, there was. The next big deals that we'll be having, we got holiday. No, not for you. You're already a subscriber, Jazz. The next opportunity for big deals are going to be in January. All right? There we go. You got that, Jazz? That's going to be, we gave deals away in Texas. Anytime we do a live event, we always do deals. So that's probably something else you want to keep in mind when we go out to an event, is being able to do that. All right, one last thing. A little nervous, but your video about a month ago has me holding on. Bought it when the dew went up, holding until confirmed down, just like your video. And that's what I'm doing right now with the Mag 7 stocks. All right? No, I am not. I am in Vancouver, Canada. Oh. Sherilyn says great deals too, because Sherilyn came out to California when we did our California event. Let's see what happens with the live stream for Tampa. We may be doing deals then. All right, Jazz. So we got you. We're always going to make sure we take care of you. All right. So the market's down today, as you can see. Does that mean the panic? No. All that means right now, if some of the stocks that you're in, like Mag 7 stocks, if you're in them, all I really want you to do is possibly take half off the table. But if you know that the market is rotating out of tech, you might want to pull the trigger and take them off. Now, Ultra Magnus, who was the cringe guy? Again, if you want to stick to the plan says wait until we get a confirmed down call. All right? So either way, cringe, either way you want to go, if I know that money is pulling out of tech, I might want to take half off the table or take them off totally, or wait for the confirmed down call. All right? All right, let's get into the software. There's our market timing graph where we are today. Even with a down day today, even with a down day today, coming off a big up day on Friday, this is why I tell you not to panic. We've got a down day, but we've got an open candle. The open candle means that this point right here where the prices of the VectorVest composite is trading is higher than the open. That's a positive sign. Does everybody see that? Yes or no? Does everybody see that? Yes or no? Type it in the room. Because this is not what I want you to. I do not want you guys to be panicking, because one day does not make a trend. Open candle, even though it's a small body, it's still higher than the open. We're still trending with the 3 and the 8. The MTI is not at a level. We're getting close to a level where the market is starting to look for a top, though. Joey, I got to see my screen real quick to see if they can see that. The MTI, there it is. The MTI is at 1.43. When the MTI gets to a level of 1.5, 1.6, the market is starting to look for a top. We're getting close, but close only counts in hand grenades and horseshoes. All right. Did I ever tell you the story about me throwing a grenade in boot camp? Yes or no? Did I ever tell you the story about me throwing a grenade in boot camp? Yes or no? That was a scary story. And I almost got beat up by my drill instructor. I did. Shukra said, yeah, okay. No, Bill says no. Remind me later towards the end. If you want to hear the story, I'll tell you the story. Towards the end, I'll tell you the story. All right. So given what we see today, I'm going to tell you today is not the day to panic. I'm going to tell you if you're holding Mag 7 stocks, either take half off the table or wait until the signal gives you a confirmed down call. When that happens, that's the time to pull the trigger on them. With that being said, let's talk about some stories making the news. Let's go see if I can find me some good old stories making the news. And one of the big stories is crypto. How many of you are trading coin or any of the miners? Type of 1 in the room. Was I wrong, Mr. Glenn? What did you say? 436 is supply on the SPY. Listen, Jerry, you know I don't look at that stuff. And you know something? If you were right on for you. I don't look at anything else but the composite. I don't look at anything else but the composite, Jerry. And you know that about me. All right? But I know that you do your homework. I know that you do your homework and you're really good at what you do. All right? So there it is. Some of you are holding. I am not holding any crypto. You know how I feel about crypto, but I've never down-talked crypto to the point that I've ever told any of you not to buy. All right? And when the opportunities provide you the opportunity to buy it, I always, hey, take a look. Coin is on the move. Crypto is now back up to over 41,000. Are we out of the crypto winter? I don't know. But I also am taking in consideration with the judgment that came down on Binance, is all of the negativity rooted out of crypto right now? And maybe some people are thinking so. But I think a bigger mover of crypto right now is how close, they said in January or February, how close we're getting to a spot ETF for crypto, for Bitcoin. That's big. That is going to be big for crypto. And I think people are ramping up to that point. Glenn, did you get any bull snot at the rodeo? No, VP. VP is also, I met in Texas. I met a lot of people who chat in here in Texas. All right, VP I met in Texas. Akshaya I met in Texas. I'm trying to see if anybody else's name comes up. Not yet. But those are at least 2 people who I did meet in Texas. No, but we got dirt. They got the dirt. Man, we were close. We were as close as we could be to the gates where the people jumped out. And man, let me tell you something. Some of those bulls are just plain nasty. And then I looked at the people who are riding these animals and go, y'all some crazy people. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of money to be made. But I watch people get thrown off of bulls, off of the Broncos, and they got up and you say, hey, bro, what day is it today? And they said, 7. That day was jacked up. And I was like, there was definite concussions. People were walking and they thought they were walking straight and they weren't. I looked at them like, that ain't me. Ooh-wee, that ain't me. I want to see Joey do it. I think Joey could do it. I want to see Joey do it. Joey, I would give you 10 years of my salary if you rode a bull. 10 years. 10 years of my salary if you rode a bull. You going to take me up on that, Joey?
I make that in like 3 weeks, though. That's like 3 weeks worth of pay.
Oh, then I guess it doesn't work. Shut up. All right, so did you get to watch the rodeo with the kids and the goats? Yes, the goats run out and the kids got to run them and get the goats and get a string off of them. It was amazing. It was a lot of money. Christ the King, GameStop, I'm going to talk about that too. I always thought that bull riders were both the toughest and the craziest guys in the world. Tom, you're right. All right, so going back to crypto, coin is something that I want you guys to keep your eyes on, or any of the miners. I think right now, again, as much as you know I don't like crypto, I'm definitely going to say keep your eyes on them. And I think the ETF, the spot ETF for Bitcoin is going to really push crypto stocks. All right, next story. 4 stocks to watch on Monday. Everybody knows the big story that Hawaiian Holdings bought is they bought ALK. No, Alaska is buying Hawaiian Holdings. There it is. All right. So, Alaska Air is going down, but Hawaiian Holdings is up a lot. That normally happens, right? It's the company that gets bought that goes up. So, keep your eye. How about this Virgin Galactic? Virgin Galactic says it is not putting any more investments into the company. Whoa, that's big. It's not putting any more money into a loss-making company. By the way, before we keep on going, I need you guys to share the link. All right, we got about 150 people. I want to double that. I want to try to get to 300 people. You guys got to help me out. Joey's going to put the link in the room. Share the link with your social circle. Let's get more people into the market, into this live stream. All right, your wife would kill you for Badger. We'd be okay. I'd be okay. My wife wouldn't kill me. My wife would be like, it's my husband. He can do whatever he wants to do. It's my husband. That's right. Right. My wife trusts me implicitly. Maybe. All right. Apple. How about this? Apple went down. It halted production of iPhones at its factory in the southern Indian city of Chennai due to heavy rains. Woo-wee! That could hurt Apple. That could definitely hurt Apple, especially with the new iPhone 15 Pro Max Plus that Joey's got that I don't have. It's going to hurt sales, especially going into the holiday season. That may not be good. And then Verizon announced that starting in December, ad-supported services from Netflix and Warner Brothers and Max will be bundled together for Verizon's MyPlan customers. So they're going to put, you go buy a phone from them, they're going to give you Netflix, Warner Brothers, and Max. Max will be, that's some stuff. How many people would change? Hey, Furby, anybody willing to change their phone services for this? Yes or no? Yes, Lee, I got a portfolio on that as well, Lee. About the Argentine play, never played out last week. That was sucky. But we're going to take a look at that. Anybody willing to change phone services based upon what these phone services are giving out? And you know something? They got to be creative like that. They got to take a big hit for paying for all of these services to give to you, or it's included in your service, but they're saying that they're giving it to you free. What's the deal again with Verizon? They're going to bundle Netflix, Warner Brothers, and Max. Netflix, Warner Brothers, and Max, if you go into their bundled plan. It's called the first of its kind offering. Comes just day, and nobody's saying yes that they would do it. Nobody. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just curious. We had Verizon. We didn't like it. My daughter's got Verizon because you get good military discounts through Verizon. So it means me, my daughter, and my son, all of us have served. Oh, my daughter's still serving, but me and my son both served in the Corps as well. We could get discounts. I'm not a big fan of the Verizon service. I have AT&T. Joey, who do you have? We've got AT&T, which I like. You got AT&T, yeah. I'm a big fan of AT&T. I just hope that this could be a precedent for the other phone services to compete with that, and maybe with AT&T, I pick up some of that stuff too. I don't know. AT&T already bundles. Oh yeah, I probably do have Max. Listen, I think I got everything, and I think I'm double paying for some of it because some of it I get through services, but I probably still pay for. I don't know how to figure it out. My wife says I spend way too much money on stuff, and she's not wrong. All right, next story. So we look at these stocks. Next story. How many of you are still trading uranium? Nuke names jump as 22 countries commit to triple nuclear energy. Man, oh man, if you're not in any kind of uranium, you should be. But of course, the big name in this space is going to be CCJ, so we'll take a look at that. By 2050, So what is that, 2020, about 25, 20, 25, 26 years from now, triple nuclear energy. I think that is going to be the best way to go for clean energy. And I think that 22 companies jumping on board goes to show that a lot of people are on the uranium bandwagon. How many of you heard that Petrobras was joining OPEC? Type of 1 if you heard that. Type of 2 if you did not. Came across this story. I didn't know that. But they are not going to cap. They will not cap output. They will not cap output, which is going to be very interesting. So OPEC's going, no, we're going to cut, and Petrobras going to say, hell to that. We're going to still do our thing. We're publicly traded. We're going to still do our thing. We're part of OPEC. So now it comes back to me. Why would they say that they would want to be a part of OPEC if they're not going to do and fall in line with what OPEC is doing? Does it give them wider visibility for selling oil? I don't think. They are who they are. It's a state-sponsored company. It's state-sponsored. So what would be the purpose behind joining OPEC? Just interesting. The surprise announcement that Brazil will join, and it is a surprise announcement, will join OPEC raised immediate questions on whether the country would take part in the voluntary production cuts, and they said nope. They said, hell to no, we ain't doing that. So why would they need to be a part of OPEC? They will be able to sell oil without using the dollar. So everybody's trying to get around the whole dollar thing. But and if that's the case, then they can't be sanctioned by us financially. And that's what a lot of people are trying to do, going to the whole BRICS scenario, is so that a lot of countries don't have to trade using the American dollar. So Real Tech says, don't forget that Rolls-Royce also is making engines for nuclear reactors. Rolls-Royce, give me the ticker symbol for them, because I didn't look at it from that perspective. I looked at Rolls-Royce, and to a certain degree, I look at them from the aerospace and defense, because they do put out stuff for aerospace and defense. But give me the ticker symbol, because from a nuclear perspective, that gives me another reason to like Rolls-Royce. They got a fun RYCE, something like that. Real Tech, give me the tick, or somebody give me the ticker symbol for Rolls-Royce. So interesting that Petrobras, there you go, RYCEY. I know that this is a surprise that they are joining OPEC, but just like you said, for the purposes of getting out from under the dollar. This is a pharmaceutical I've made money on in the past, but iPoint surges as wet AMD therapy succeeds in mid-stage trial. Look, you see that number? 261%. Now, some of you are going to say, wow, Glenn, why you didn't tell me about the stock before then? It's been in my list of pharmaceuticals a couple of times. It's been in my list of pharmaceuticals for you to keep your eyes on. Citing a top-line data, Watertown, Massachusetts, said that its Davio 2 trial of 160 patients met the primary endpoint for 2 iPoint 1901 doses against aflibercept. Anybody medical in here? Did I say that right? Aflibercept. A wet AMD therapy marketed by Regeneron. I think, no, it's Immunogen is buying, Immunogen is getting bought. Regeneron as Ilea. All right, so I'm going to keep my eyes on this. Anyone going to SantaCon for GameStop? Thousands of people are dressing up. I'm not going to. That's not our Dan Randall, is that, Joey? I don't think that's our Daniel Randall. Okay. All right. But no, I'm not going. Watertown, that's near me. They don't have a Golden Corral. Oh, well, I'm not Golden Corral. My wife, I came back from Dallas Sunday. My wife left out this morning to go to Dallas. So we bypassed each other. Sigh. All right. I want us to keep our eyes on. Gold sets another record high. Again, I'm not 100% on gold yet, but I know that it's moving. As rate cut bets grow, I don't see a rate cut until summer of next year. Do you agree or disagree? Do you agree or disagree? I don't see a rate cut until summer of next year. Do you agree or disagree? Some of you are going to probably think it's going to be sooner than that. I can't see that, but that's just me. I don't think that there's a rate cut until summer of next year. All right? So I'm just not until summer of next year. Because we're going into election, that's another story for another time. But I don't think until summer of next year. A lot of people are pushing, oh no, it's going to happen like early next year. I don't think it happens early next year. I still don't think that the Fed is finished raising. I think that they're finished raising for this year, which I think is silly. I think we get one more raise. John says, disagree. They will not be political. Probably spring or summer cuts. Got you. Akshaya, disagree. Akshaya, now that I met you, woo, we can disagree all the time, every time. I'm okay with that. No way they are dropping rates in an election season. Ooh, I think that they will. And the bad thing about that is when you drop the rates, you start to spur the economy all over again, and then inflation gets out of hand. I don't think, and I think it, John, I gotta disagree with you. I think it is political, but I don't think it happens to the summer. They're always political in an election year. Bill, I'm with you. Absolutely. I think that they will be. All right, next story. AstraZeneca signs a pact with a company called AbbVie to develop cancer drug based on AI. Another drug company and AI matched together. So we're going to keep our eyes on AstraZeneca. Company that I talked about long time ago is back in the news. Tonex. Stocks climb as PWS therapy cleared for clinical studies. Remember, Tonex was the company that was looking, what were they going after? I forget what they were going after, and then they stopped doing it. Anybody remember the story? Dang it, I can't remember. Oh, hold on. This is all about the news stuff. I forgot, and inflation's gonna come back, real tech geek. I know. Fibromyalgia. That's what this company was going after when it caught my attention a while ago. They were going after fibromyalgia, and I did some research. Fibromyalgia is big. It's a lot of people with it. So I liked it then. Then they pivoted to COVID. When COVID was out, they were going after a vaccine. That didn't quite work out. Then they went back to fibromyalgia, and now they've got another drug in there. Furby says, no, I'll wait. I got you. Inflation will come back. When I was in grad school, my finance professor said that the feds do not want to be looked at as being political, so my bet is that they're not supposed to be political. But they succumb to politics. John, that's real. All right? That's real. Anybody disagree with that? John, you're right. They're not supposed to be political. But they fall to the whims of the politicians. You remember when they called inflation transitory and should have taken action while the economy was rocking and rolling? But they didn't. The Fed falls to the politicians. John, that's real. That's nuts. That's real. All right, so the reason I disagree is that the Biden rating is low. They will try to hype it for election. So that's political. All right. And Furby, if you don't know enough about crypto to invest in, don't. That's my honest opinion there. If you don't know enough about something before you get into it, do some homework before you take the dive into investing in it. All right. So, John, I'm with you, but I don't want to get into that conversation. Sigh. How about this? And Spotify's on the rise. Spotify says they're cutting 17% of the labor force. 17% of its workforce. Stock was up. Why? Because they're protecting the bottom line. Off subject, but can you tell me the name of the trading almanac, please? Oh, the trading almanac. Yep. I'm getting another one for Christmas. VectorVest is going to give us another one for Christmas. I'll put it up on the screen. Stock Traders Almanac. There it is. The Stock Traders, and it's written by some people. Wiley. Oh, here's the people. Wiley and somebody. You see that, Nat? That's the book. That's the book. I got you. All right. So I'll get another one for Christmas. We get one every year. The VVC just turned green. What did I tell you with that open candle? I told you one day wasn't a trend, but it was bullish. It was bullish that the candle today, even though it was red, was open. All right. And again, it goes back to trading the Magnificent Seven stocks. Just one day doesn't make a trend. I know they're getting hit. I know money's migrating, rotating out of tech stocks. But if you're going to follow the system says you don't do anything, you don't sell anything until we get a confirmed down call. All right. So Spotify, something I want to look at. They're protecting the bottom line and people are responding. It sucks that they got to get rid of people though, right? Uber will join the S&P 500. Stock is jumping. All right. We're going to keep our eyes on that. And then the earnings for this week. Sherilyn says the almanac, if you subscribe, you get it one free. Do you really? I didn't know that. I know we get them as a gift from VectorVest every year. All of the instructors have an opportunity to say yes or no, we want it. All right, here's all the earnings. Not a ton, but I've got them in the watch list for this week. All right, let's get into the software. Here we go. Let's go look at what's going on. I feel like Marvin Gaye. What's going on? Look at that. Open candle, which was red, now is green. Look at that. Look at that. Where's the MTI? Still at 1.43. Let's go to the viewers. Let's go to all of my indices. Let's go see where they stand first. Hello, Glenn. Coin is pumping, but VectorVest shows a hold. Would you please elaborate? Absolutely. I definitely will because it's one of the stocks in my list. All right. VIX is up. That means fear factor is moving up. The fear factor is moving up. The volatility on the S&P 500. The VectorVest composite is only up a little bit. What's running today is the low dollar stocks. Interesting, while the VIX is running up, that people are getting into the Russell 2000. That's greedy people. I think that's greedy people who may be inexperienced. I think. Anybody agree with me on that? That the VIX is up, which means people are getting more fearful in the market, but that the IWM is up. I'm thinking that that's inexperienced people jumping on board with that. I got the VIX. I got the VIX is up as 4.5%. Bill, I got the VIX is up at 4.5%. Anybody agree with me with that? The VIX now, it's still not showing me total fear, but it's up today. And the Russell 2000 is moving up. That's FOMO, fear of missing out because the market's running up, and inexperienced people just go, they're buying it, so I'm going to buy it. Anybody agree with that? Yeah, a lot of people agree. That's abnormal. When the fear factor of the VIX is going up, people are normally getting out of the Russell 2000. Now, John is right. It is up, even by implied volatility from the options side, but it's still low. It's overall not sounding the alarm that we're in full-blown fear mode. But a pump in it, and look at that, now it's up over 1%. That's FOMO. That's fear of missing out and an inexperience. That's what I think. All right. Now, you also want to know what in regards to why, as I watch this upward move in the market, you know what else is not moving, which would normally move? Growth stocks. Growth stocks. I was going to try to do a video for you last week on low dollar growth stocks, but they're not moving. I can't find a lot of growth stocks on the rise. That's another red flag for this upward moving market, because in upward moving markets, growth stocks move. All right, so it's very interesting. One of our members predicted 2 weeks ago that the Russell would spring up to catch the other indices, and it blasted through the 50 and closed above the 200 on Friday. So you think that the Russell is just trying to play catch up with the other indices that have moved up? I still think that it's, so what is that? That's still FOMO, right? Tom, that's still FOMO. That the low dollar stocks are saying, well, we can still, I'm thinking that that's fear of missing out. I still think that that's fear of missing out. The MTI is at 1.44. That means the market's starting to get to the point where the market's looking for a bottom. Looking for a top. And people are jumping into IWM now? Oh, that's going to be a big hard fall for those people who are buying the Russell 2000 stocks if we are starting to get close to a top. Greed meter is in the green, 69 out of 100. Weeks ago, we looked at the performance charts in the Russell was way under the other indexes. VV charts show that this, folks, and Glenn called this out. I'm just, again, all I do is I tell you what you need to hear. Let's go to the big news. All right, a couple of things that are in here. Coin is in here. There's something else you wanted me to look at that I said was in here too. I forget what it was. But Coin by VST is number 3 in the list, up another 7% today. We know why Hawaiian Holdings is up, because Alaska Airlines is buying them. Big move. Would I touch that? No. Cameco, nicely up today, 1.3. Fundamentally sound, earnings growth of 31. I like that. Uber's in the story because they're going to possibly get back or get into the S&P 500. That's big enough to move it. Way overvalued, though. Earnings growth 38%. Apple, India, story. They're going to go down. Not a growth stock anymore. Look at the earnings growth. Not near, Apple is a mainstay now. The biggest market cap, but a mainstay. AstraZeneca, a story, up 0.25%. I like that it's a drug stock that's undervalued, 24% earnings growth. Petrobras, I'm going to call that fairly valued, fundamentally sound, earnings growth -3. Do you think that not by way of bypassing the dollar, does Petrobras get better? Yes or no? Yes or no? By bypassing the dollar, does this stock get better? Yes or no? I don't know. I don't really know why, maybe outside of usurping or going past the dollar, I don't know what else they got. I don't know what else they got going on. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. But you got to have a JOB if you want to be. I don't know if this is going to help them. I don't know if this is going to help them. Being part of OPEC, but not taking part of what OPEC does. Why does OPEC even accept them? All right. If that's the case, why does OPEC even accept them? I don't know. It's an interesting story. Verizon bundling. I don't know if it's going to make enough to change this number to a positive. Gold, still not yet. It's got an RT above 1, though. All right. Spotify, helping the bottom line by cutting people. Alaska Air, iPoint, drug stock, another drug stock way overvalued as compared to AstraZeneca, though. Negative earnings. This is going to be interesting. Does this company eventually just stagnate where it is? Does it go out of business? Now, in the article, it says they got enough money to sustain themselves at the levels that they are right now. They're just not putting any money into the company. How does the company grow if you don't put money into it? If you look at it from a VectorVest perspective, though, it's not great, even beyond the story. I hear you, Sherilyn. I don't know. I don't know. John's talking about topiosity. I've noticed many of my short strategies are not producing many stocks. Could be market topiosity. We'll see. I held both last year, PBR and PBRA. And when I sold it recently, I made 50% of my purchase plus the stock gains. Way to go, Sherilyn. I just don't know. Yeah, I am. I'm losing my voice because a lot of talking. in Texas, number one, and then a lot of yelling at the rodeo. Oh my gosh, did I yell? Ooh-wee. I'm a cowboy now. I'm a cowboy. Spice, they don't. When they started their other ticket, SPECE, fell deeply. I just don't know what I think about this. And Tonex, speculative play, but one of the things I like about this being a sub-dollar stock is the relative value. I do like the relative value. Stocks a sell. They've got double-digit earnings growth. I would definitely keep my eye on Tonex. I liked Tonex a while ago. Now they're back in the news again. I might do tonight's video on Tonex because I think that it's a low-dollar stock that's got potential. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not a tenderfoot. I'm a full-blown cowboy. Yeah. I'm a full-blown cowboy. Yeehaw. I found out that while I was there in Texas, we were looking at history of the Cowboys. Do you know that the majority of the Cowboys were African American or Mexican, more so than anything? And they used to call them buckaroos. Did any of you know that? I didn't find that. Bill Pickett is one of the most famous Cowboys in Dallas, and he was African American. I didn't know that. Are you still bullish on Palantir? I still own Palantir. I did not know that. And I was like, now I'm a cowboy. Woo-wee! Now I'm a cowboy. All right, so that was just a bit of history that I found out while I was there. Jackie Robinson, look up the Jackie Robinson of bull riding. Thank you for that, Sherilyn. Lifestyle says that's history. It is history. It is history. Now, while I was there, I'm not afraid to say there wasn't many of us there. I did go to Billy Bob's, the biggest honky tonk. Anybody ever been to Billy Bob's? Holy crap. That is the biggest freaking bar I have ever seen in my life. The bar is so big that it's got a rodeo inside the bar. It's got a freaking rodeo inside the bar. The bar is that big. Ooh-wee. It is called the biggest honky tonk. It was huge. You can walk around. They had a concert going on in the bar that had to be about 4,000 people watching this concert, country concert. I was like, wow. We all knew you were a cowboy just by looking at the hat. Texas was Mexican territory, so not surprising. I got you, Beaver Tail. All right, but I got to go to Billy Bob's. That was an amazing thing. All right. So out of the stocks from the big news, I created a new portfolio that we're going to watch. Go to portfolios. Cheap long, nope. Argentinian plays. I told you about the Argentine. Look at that. It's getting killed. There's the Argentinian plays. They're getting killed. Cheap gold plays. I did a video on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stocks. Still up. Big fall today. Big fall today. Where's my high CI stocks? 11.2. Still up 2.49%. I did this portfolio because I got a lot of blowback about wanting to know what was in the indicator CI. And I said that it was proprietary. And then it went on a whole long thread, which I think was a silly thread. Well, we pay money. We should know more about it. It's proprietary. That's what it is. That means there's not a whole lot that I can give you about it. That's what that means. Well, we should know. No, you shouldn't. And guess what? You won't. It is an indicator that you're either going to trust or not. It's the ability for a stock to withstand long or lengthy price declines. Layman's terms, high CI stocks are stocks that go up more than they go down, and there's a formula to find that kind of stock. That's it. So I set up this portfolio on the date that I did that video. It's up 2.5% since 11/2. So about a month, 2.5%. I got nothing going on. It's just holding them. I put that out there. Live stream stocks. So here's my new portfolio called live stream stocks. Out of the stocks that we looked at today from the stories, I got 5 stocks. This is going to be a $20,000 portfolio. I'm trying to hold 10 stocks, $2,000 per share. Why did I pick these stocks? Well, I'm glad you asked me that question. Right click, view the stock graph. We're going to look at these in one of 2 different ways. It's either going to be Midas touch or by the way of the near perfect indicator. I looked at coin by way of the near perfect indicator, way early entry back here, got confirmation of trend, and it's just moving. So I'm in it. All right, I got trend, I got signal. Next one, Spotify, helping the bottom line. I got signal, I got trend, I'm in it. Now you'll notice I've got hardcore lines on when to get out. These are my stops. All right, these are my stops. On coin, it's at 134.06, right at the gap. Same thing with Spotify. I got a price of 185.58 right at the gap. I got signal, I got trend. Next one, Uber. Uber's going to get back on the S&P 500. I got signal, I got trend. Here's the gap. That's my stop. All right, next one, iPoint. I got signal, I got trend. All right, but it's a regression from the level of support that I got right here. That's my trend. That's my hard line, 1846. Bouncing off support, moving back up. And the last stock that I bought today was AstraZeneca, moving down, 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 down. I got entry. I don't have trend, but I've got a stop right at this nice level of support at 63.72. Everybody understand what I just said about these 5 stocks? Everybody understand what I just said about these 5 stocks? Yes or no? Does Mickey Gilly own that bar? I don't know, Bobby. Did they recognize you as a New Yorker? Nope, I didn't talk. I wasn't going up into the biggest honky tonk for somebody to go, hey, you from New York? I'll be like, nope, I'm from Texas. Oh, where you from in Texas? The good part. That's what I would have said. Okay? That's what I would have said. GameStop was in my list of, go back to the viewers, of earnings this week. Somebody wanted to know about GameStop. GameStop is in my list for earnings this week. Towards the bottom, VST below 1, fundamental, nothing good about it. But earnings, are they going to beat earnings? If they beat earnings, the stock's price will go up. It's up 9.5% today. All right, it's up 9.5% today. So somebody wanted to know about GameStop. Said, be careful. EPS has been going down on careful. So Beaver Tail, you notice I didn't look at earnings on any of those? What was I looking for? I was specifically looking for, when I look at stocks in that portfolio, to put in that portfolio, they're either going to be based off of Midas touch or near perfect indicator. Does that make sense, Beaver Tail? Earnings per share is more fundamental. I'm looking at these more based on the news and the technicals. Does that make sense, Beaver Tail? Safe inverse on ETF gold? I'm not sure yet. Talking about ETFs, something? On a day like today, where's the market? Hold on. On a day like today, right? The only thing that's up is the composite, all right? The only thing that's up is the composite. And I wanted to look at, see, contra ETFs. Market's down. Contras should be on the rise, and they are. Biggest movers are the techs. Big movers are the techs. That goes back to the whole Magnificent Seven thing. Where's the Magnificent Seven? Did I show that? Nope. Magnificent Seven. It's getting hurt. After it was up nicely, it was up as high as 1.5%. It's now down about 2%. But I've got the Genius on, and the Genius is using the green light buyer RT kicker. Once that goes into confirmed down call, these go away. I also talked about the first one, which is Magnificent 7 plus 2. That was done earlier than the green light buyer. When I did the video, it's still up over 3%. What else? I did a video on undervalued penny stocks too. Wow, look at that. Anybody watch this video? Type a 1 or a 2. 1 if you watched it, 2 if you didn't. Undervalued penny stocks. A lot of people watched it. Look at that. 9.5%. Look at that. 9.5%. The biggest mover in here is crypto, BITF. That was an undervalued penny stock. The day that I did it, put the portfolio 58%, the biggest mover. Some of the other stocks not doing nearly as well, but we got the cushion with BITF. And I have stops in place. What's my stop? 15%. Because these were penny stocks, I gave them 15%. They have a 15% trail. 15% trail. So I wanted to do this for the purposes of people who say that we always talk about hindsight. Some of my videos that I've been doing, I've been putting portfolios behind them. The Argentinian one is getting its butt kicked. I'll own it. I thought it was going to be a hot play. I'll own it. It's getting its butt kicked. Okay? My gold plays still up and so on and so forth. All right? So that's going to give you another reason to hopefully come by every week to watch. Or if you haven't become a subscriber to the channel yet, hit the subscribe button, folks. This is the kind of content that we give every live stream. All right? This is the kind of content we give. So not only do I want to talk about stocks, I want to show you, sometimes I'm going to try to show you the results, whether good or bad, about the stocks that I talked about. Folks, that's what it's all about. Was that do you guys appreciate what I just did? I'm just curious. Or if not, just yes or no. I try very hard in my live streams to bring some added value of wanting to come to our channel. For any of you who say, well, he's just at bull crap. I have a vested interest in each and every one of you because this is a subscription-based service. I got a vested interest to try to provide the best content that I can on the YouTube channel for you guys. And again, if you're brand new to the channel and you like what we've done, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. If you like the content that we've gone through so far today, hit the like button. All right, last but not least, let's go get some customer picks. I got a few of them right here. KRE, BMEA, Oxy, SMCI, RYCEY, MOD. How many stocks is that? 6. MJ, 7. INDA, 8. AAPL. Yeah! Joey! MJ, INDA, AAPL, one more on Mara. All right, somebody said the grenade story. All right.
What is your video going to be on today, Glenn?
It might be a crypto video. It might be on coin. It might be. I don't know yet. That might be. Hey, do you do a crypto review? I might do a crypto review today. But the majority of you guys don't watch the crypto videos, which is why I don't always put them out. But I think that we're at a point where crypto could be something that you look at, and I'm probably going to concentrate on coin. Probably going to, all of the miners, that's fine, but I'm going to probably concentrate on coin. I think that's what tonight's video could be on today. All right? Bill says, I will watch the... No. Every time I ask you, you say, I'll watch it. And I look, none of you damn watch it. Some of you watch it. So I'm torn. I may or I may not. I'm torn. I may or I may not. All right. The grenade story. All right. So 12:54. I got time. Grenade story. I'm in boot camp. And we go through the gas chamber, which is no joke. It is no joke. And everybody comes out and they're projectile vomiting when they come out of the gas chamber. And they say, well, that's to get you used to it in case you get gas. No, it doesn't. If I get gas, and I'm not picking up my M16 and firing at nobody because I'm be too busy hacking and coughing, number one. So we're in boot camp, and we go to a place called Michelin City. It's a tire city to help to absorb the concussion from a grenade. Okay? Go to Michelin City. And do I have blue fingernails? No. And we go around, and they tell us, pull the pin, thumb the clip, pull the pin, throw the grenade. One of those two. Because I didn't understand what he said, I pulled the pin, thumbed the clip, dropped the grenade. All I heard was my drill instructor going, Tompkins, I got speared. He ran with all of his force and speared me. I think he almost broke a rib to get me out of the way of the grenade that was about to go off. And he saved my life. And it hurt. It did hurt because he ran full speed and speared me to get me behind the tire before the grenade went off. And I got nervous. And that was that. I got nervous and I didn't hear it, what he said. I heard it, but I didn't understand it. And I dropped the grenade and stood there. I should have just went boom, but he kept me from going boom. All right, that's my grenade story. All right, out of all of the stocks you gave me, BMEA, let's go look at these real quick. All right, top of the list though is MOD. I will watch it just because my girlfriend agrees with you and her dad does crypto. He told me that's where the money's at. All right, so maybe tonight's video is going to be on coin. It's going to be on coin. If I don't get at least 3,000 views on it, I am never asking you guys again for another topic. It's got to get 3,000 or more views. Are you listening? 3,000. 3,000 or more views. All right. Is it too late for coin? I'll talk about that in the video, Bill. I will definitely talk about that in the video, Bill. All right, let's go look at the stocks you gave me. All right, let's graph them. Remember, I don't know any news on these, so I'm just going to graph them by way of the near perfect indicator. There are not 3,000 people here. Akshaya, that's why you invite people to... Akshaya, that's why you invite people to come to the video. And if enough of you watch it, YouTube brings more people to it. You understand that? It ain't got to be that 3,000 people here. The more you watch it, the more VV Nation watches it, the more YouTube sends it out to more people. So that means all of you got to watch the video to get that. I need that video to go to 3,000 views or more. All right. Modown. I do like it. Let's go look. I like the graph. Last level of the swing high. It's above it. I like it. Good play. $53. I got signal and I got trend. I like it. I'm gonna hit the applause. I like that play. I will watch the video and refresh it 3,000 times. There you go. I'm with that. All right. I'm with that. All right. Glenn Dog needs a bot to get him the views. No, I just need you guys to do it. All I need is you guys to do it. I will do it, but I need a VectorVest t-shirt. Well, Akshaya, I guess you're going to be one less person. That was wrong. You know why I did that, Akshaya? Because I'm a cowboy now. BMEA is in the list. All right. I do like the Modine. Rolls Royce. Wow. That's only $3.60. I got trigger and I got trend. I like that. That's a good play. What I don't like is the gappiness in it, but I do like the play. Again, signal, trend. Actually, we got trend before we got signal. I like that. That's a good thing. What else? Woo! Tech stock. Not Magnificent 7, but tech stock. I got all kinds of lines on this. I got RT falling. I got trend falling. I got price falling. I'm not ready to touch this right now. Do you ever get the grenade? No, the grenade fell. It blew up. It did get blown up. All right, it got blown. I'm not feeling SMCI. Thank you, Mitzi. I'm telling you, I'm looking for 3,000 views. If I don't get 3,000 views, I'm never conferring with you on another video again. Okay? Just tell you. All right. I'd be careful with SMCI. It had a beautiful level of resistance. Couldn't get above it, falling. I'm not feeling it right now. Mara, that is part of the crypto. Pull back on price today. I think it's a little bit of profit taking, but I got entry. I got trigger, and I got high trend. But let me tell you something. See that level of the gap? That's my hard line in the sand. That's my hard. If it drops below 1379, 1372, I'm taking that off the table. All right, SMCI stalled by secondary offering at 262.50. All right, Craig. Listen, I'm just saying that if I'm looking at it right now, I'm not ready to touch it yet. All right. Oh, did I ever throw? He wouldn't let me throw a grenade after that. He didn't let me throw it. Man, I was pushing the quarter deck for like 2 weeks straight. I was on the quarter deck like 90%. For any of you who are military or Marines, I was pushing the quarter deck for about 2 weeks. Ooh-wee. Video likes and replies, comments also generate. Yeah, you know, one of the things I have to say about the videos that I put out, you guys emphatically hit the like button a lot. I get 150 or plus likes on just about every video. So for that, thank you very much. All right, so, but I'm looking for 3,000 views. If I do this crypto video, I'm looking for 3,000. I'm going to put a lot of work into getting you all the information you need for the video, as if should I be in it now or not. All right, so Mara, I got a little bit of a level of support. I'd keep my eyes on that, but if it falls below that level, I'm probably getting out of it. BMEA. You know what I don't like about, what don't I like about this stock? And it starts with P. What don't I like about this stock? Type it in the room. It starts with the letter P. Anybody? I'll be listening to it while I drive to work. Would be awesome if you could mention XRP in your XRP, because that's a actual coin. I don't track that in the program, but I might if I can. Cole, I might if I can. This is parabolic. Absolutely, I'd be super careful with this. I do have trigger. I just started trend. If you pull the trigger on this, just be very careful with it. All right, and I'm going to give you a hard line right here at about 1668. That's my hard line stop. Other than that, I mean, I do, but it's parabolic. That's a red flag for me. But I can't deny that it's moving up. All right, let's go to the next one. KRE. I'm not a bank guy still, and Akshaya, you swear that the rotation is into banks, but it ain't. This is a stock. The spiders on regional banks. Akshaya, I'm trying to tell you, the other shoe hasn't fallen. The other shoe hasn't fallen for the regional banks. You're going to thank me later. And you're up, and that's fine. But boom, little volatility, boom. If that's not for and Akshaya, that's not for everybody. You see the gap getting filled, I'd pull out. I got a gap. No fill here. I got triggered and I got trend. I can't say no to it, but I am going to tell you to be careful with it. I can't say no, and it's not parabolic. I can't say no, but I got a trend line to at least monitor. Not a lot of people are going to sit through that or that. It is moving up, though. I can't deny it. Apple, I'm not feeling it. How about Japanese banks? I don't have any Japanese banks in here to track. I don't think so. Mara, Riot, Hut, Hive, Coin, all good ones. I want to concentrate on Coin, though, AK. I will try to add in some of the other ones, but I think I'm going to concentrate on coin because it seems like that's almost a good direct correlation, almost. So it's going to be about coin, but I may talk about some of the other ones. Pharmaceutical parabolic move. Yeah, I wasn't touching that other one just quite yet. Apple, I'm not a big fan of yet. You know I love Apple. It's pulling back from a level of resistance. I do have trigger and trend, but I'm watching the stock. I'm not feeling that right now. India. Now, a lot of people think just because there's a lot of business going into India that India is the right thing to buy. It may not always be that way, but it's moving up. There's no doubt about it. There's my trend line. It is moving up. I got trigger and I got trend, and it's moving up. Still some gappiness in here, but I can't deny that it's a possibility to keep your eyes on. Absolutely. All right. Couple of more stocks. Now, I pulled this because, oh no, this is your stocks. How about MJ could be setting up trigger and start a trend? You know something? Who? Hold on. MJ. I like that. Where is it? Live stream. I'm going to put that into my live stream place. Now I'm going to show you how this works. So MJ is the stock, right? Buy long, symbol, MJ. I like it enough to put it into my live stream portfolio. All right? Price. I'm going to get the price as of right now. Get price. I'm going to take the current price, not the open price. Open price, I would be cheating. I'm going to take the current price. Okay. Number of shares. Well, this is a $20,000 portfolio. I'm putting $2,000 per share on 10 stocks. Target investment, 2,000. It's going to get me 595 shares. I'm going to click on OK. Do I want to place this trade? Yep. I got MJ and I took MJ. Because this is at the beginning of a trigger and trend. Does everybody understand what I just did? Yes or no? Does everybody understand what I just did? Yes or no? I like this early move. This could be a stupid early move. I'm taking this. And I put it into. Now, that portfolio is called my live stream portfolio. That can be used for any live stream. Once I've got 10 stocks in there, though, that's it. All right. And I'm going to do one other thing. Now that it's in the portfolio, when we go to look at the graph, I'm always going to know where my stop is. I'm always going to go to 3 month. I'm always going to know where my stop is. My stop here, most recent, there it is, right about there. You think that's a good stop right there? Nice level of resistance? Yes or no? Do you think that's a good level of resistance right there? Current level of support? Yes or no? Yes, there it is. And that's where every stock that's going to be in that portfolio on the graph will have a hard bar for getting out. Every stock is going to have a hard bar for getting out. I love this as a possible real early entry, folks. All right. No. Oxy, no, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling it. And that's the last stock. All right. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I didn't want to do that. How'd that happen? Let's do this. All right. I'm done. I'm done for the day. We had foam brings the rally. Is it true? Foam. What foam? Marie, what is that? What foam? All right. Are we all good? We got to look at your stocks. I saw one of your stocks that I wanted to put into my portfolio. We're going to always keep our eyes on it. That's a stream. That's a brand new thing. Any stream that we do, we're going to be looking for stocks to possibly put in there. All right? I think that's good, you guys. Now, again, I got to remind you, I am going to do a video tonight on coin, specifically coin. We'll talk about some other You know, the others. I think that the others, with the exception of XRP, because I don't have that. But I think the miners are going to flow right in line with it. That's why I want to concentrate on coin. If I don't get 3,000 views, though, if I don't get 3,000 views, we will never have this conversation again about me asking you what video I should do. All right, I gotta go. Jerry's got a sell signal on the spiders. Yeah, I'm biting into Joey's tea time, so I would go look at it, but I'm not going to. JD, I won't. Sorry about that, bro. All right, but I will keep my eye. You know I don't play the spiders, right? You know that. You know I'm going to always play the VVC. I'm always going to play the VVC. All right, I got to go. Thank you guys for being here. For those of you who are still brand new to the channel, today was your first time, hit the subscribe button. That helps us out. Tonight's video is going out tonight. Watch it. Support it. Support it. Share it. All right? Support it. Share it. If not, we're never talking about it again. I got to sign off. All right? Adios. Arrivederci. Ciao. Au revoir. Sayonara. Aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Bon dia. Salam. Shalom. Namaste. Yasu. Till next time, folks. See ya.